Hello guys, back with Black Desert Online, and as promised today I'm going to go through contribution points, and how contribution points are used and how you get them. I'm going to go through trade and the trade routes, setting up your trade routes, and also touching a little bit on nodes and workers, and how do you get workers and how you get workers working for you. So let's get into the video. So first of all, I want to talk about contribution points. When I first started this game, like many other people, they rushed. And the first, before I want to say about anything, is do not rush this game. Do not rush to max level 55 or whatever, and not do any of the other side stuff, because the other stuff that you're going to have to do, you have to do it when you get the max level anyway. So you may as well do it now, while you can, like, so you don't have to do it later on. Because if you get the level 55 and you haven't set up any of your trade routes, you haven't set up any of your workers going for you, you're going to have to go back through and do all these little mini quests to earn contribution points to unlock it all. See, and there's just no point in doing that. You may as well do it now, so it's all done and dusted for when you do get the max level. You've got enough resources to craft the gear that you want. You've got enough workers working in all the cities. So let's get on to it. Contribution points. If you look in the top left here, you've got 3 bars: skill points, energy, and contribution points. Contribution points can be used to buy houses, invest in nodes, rent items. You can collect contribution points anytime you want. If you have more than 300 contribution points, the amount of XP you will gain is decreased. Current houses 38, nodes invested 37, rented items 6. Now, when you're doing this game and you're going along doing your quests and stuff like that, some quests will give you experience, which goes towards your level, which is up here, and I'm currently level 32, pardon me. And other missions that you do, or quests, whatever you call them, give contribution XP. And if you see this bar underneath your contribution points, and it goes up to about here, that's your contribution XP. And this contribution XP, when you get a full bar, goes towards your contribution points. So, like I see as in the previous one, you can buy houses with your contribution points. And each house, if you click on a house, has different things you can buy with it. And if you look down here, it requires 3 contribution points. That one requires 3. That one requires 3. And as you can see on there, increases your storage by 3. Tool workshop, you can make better tools, you know, which is pretty damn good as well. And residence, this is your house. If you click on this, then you'll get your residence, and you can have a house there, and you can build items in there, like you can put your culinary table in there, you can put your cooking stuff in there, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can put it in your house. I've already got my house down in Velia, and there's my house right there. No, that's not it. Yeah, sorry, that's my house there, down there. I haven't really did any much on my house because I've been too busy doing other stuff. But let's see my house. For the workers as well, each worker needs a house, so you need to find a house that has lodging, and this lodging is for your workers. I've not got lodging there. Lodging. You see there, lodging. You can hire one worker, and this worker is based in the town or city that you've got your lodging in. You can sell these houses at any time, and you get your contribution back, points back, which is a good thing if you like bought one. But you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. Now, like I say, contribution points. You can buy houses with them. They also are mainly, what I use them for, is to invest in nodes, and you can contribute. You can withdraw your contribution points, and these nodes you need for your workers. Now with this one here, I get grapes out of that one, which I don't really use, but the mainly one what I do use when I'm around questing is this one here. I get, no, not that one, this one. I get copper ore out of that one and iron ore out of that one. So if I click on this, and it brings up a workers menu. Send my worker there. He's gone. Take an hour out of that. Send him there, and that'll take an hour. So they've got two workers going to these separate nodes, and they'll bring resources back to your storage, which is like that one's there, and them workers there. They're in Heidel. I've got some workers here which do potatoes in here, not there, there. Potatoes, send him to get some potatoes. And then potatoes will go back to my storage in there. And for your storage as well, you need contribution points. But when you go to a city, when you rent a thing out, it'll say storage. Now you can upgrade these and get 5 more spaces and 2 more spaces and 3 more spaces. You just upgrade them as you go along. Now, this is what I was saying. You don't rush to the end of the game, because people will be going to farm experience, and they'll be getting, you know, to the end, and you've got like, you get a set layout in your storage, a set amount of box. I think it's 8 or 10 or something mad. You know, and I've been playing this game quite a long time now, and I'm still on level 32, and I'm still not even like bothering about questing or doing leveling, because there's so much to do. Like before, like questing's just put on the back burner. There's just, I don't see a reason to get to max level, because I can do everything now at this level. And the only reason why I do go on and quest for experiences is I've got nothing else left to do, you know. But there's so much to do. So that's how you get contribution points. Just to summarise, you get your contribution points and you go. Let's see if I can go and get a quest from somebody, and I'll show you. Let's speak to her here. She'll give contribution points. Get a quest, go along the end, and it'll see there, contribution experience 70. Increase contribution experience by 70. So if I don't do that quest, I'll go away, and these yellow quests are all daily quests, see? Them yellow ones there are all daily questions. They're reset at midnight. And the more higher level that you go, like the further on that you get, the more contribution experience points that you'll get for them quests. So these ones here will give like 70 experience points in there, and I'm currently questing in around this area down here, the Northern Wheat Plantation, and I'm getting 120 experience for each quest to hand in there. So the further on you get, the more experience points you do. This is what I've seen to you. When you start off, don't rush around. Do all the quests in that area, gather as much contribution experience points as you can, then move along, and don't rush it. Take your time, enjoy the game, because the game is absolutely beautiful, and there's no point just rushing to max like you do in World of Warcraft or Terra or any other MMO. You rush to max level, get the best gear you can, go and fight some bosses, and you know, and that's it. But this game is not built like that. This game is designed so you get immersed in the game. You go and like do these little side quests. You don't have to do these quests if you don't want to, but 80 contribution points to get that up, so I can go and get a node, is just like, just that's what you need to do, you know what I mean? and get my horse. So once you've gotten contribution points, or enough contribution points, and I've showed you how to get the houses. You get the houses there. Each city will have different houses and different things. Like this one here has horse gear workshop, so I can get that and get a saddle for my horse, and a combat saddle and light saddle, which each one is brilliant. Like I say, requires 2 contribution points. So again, you're looking at it and you go, I wouldn't mind a saddle for my horse, but I need 2 contribution points. So then you have to go away and farm contribution XP, which you get from all these quests, which I've showed you about, which are all over the place. So that is contribution points in a nutshell, or contribution experience and how to get your points. Workers. I'll move on to workers now. Like I showed you in workers, I've told you about the housing. You need a house. You need to buy the lodging with the contribution points that you've getting. And the lodging can hire 1 worker. You might get another little triangle there, another little triangle. Better see it upgrading. You can hire 2, 3, 4 workers. I think there's one down here. Lodging. See, I've upgraded that twice now and hired 2 workers. So that's how you get your lodging, and you can't get any workers until you're getting a lodging. So how do you get workers? To get workers in every city, you'll visit this guy here with the pick. And go on my little horse and gallop away and go and visit the worker guy in the city here. Olivia. Oh, go on. So when you get there, you go to the work supervisor. In every city has a work supervisor.
Do you need a worker?
And you kick on contract worker. Yeah, we'll use energy. Yeah. And this comes up. And you hire workers, and obviously you'll need silver to do this. And if you don't like him, he's levels doesn't look that good. He's green, but have you another? Yes. See this one here, he's blue, skilled, work speed is better, and a goblin. So I'll hire a worker. Hire him, and I've hired him for a worker. Worker exchange. Now you can buy workers off other people, and I can like go in there and sell my workers once they level up, say, and sell him or sell him there, because he's level 5 now. And the way that the rank goes is by where you send them on like go and do the workers. But this one here, you're looking at, this is what other people are selling, and he is in Heidel, he is in the port, and see 315,000, 340,000, 340,000 there, level 11, level 10, level 14. They're quite good and quite skilled workers, see. So if you want to, you can purchase them, and then they'll go work for you, and they'll work in them cities. If you've got them cities, they'll go and work in them cities for you. Now, once you've purchased the lodging and you've purchased a worker, like I have, you need to find out where or how you can get them working for you. So first thing you need to do is invest in a node. And investing in node, again, takes contribution points. And you need to visit the node manager, which node managers are, be a node manager in there, there's a node manager in there, node managers all over the place. And you can see the ones I've invested my contribution points in are a darker yellow. These goes down there, all the way across there, all the way down there, and all the way across to here and up there. These white coloured ones are the nodes that are connected to previous nodes. This one here is not connected to any node that I haven't visited yet. So if I invest into there, a yellow line will go from there to there, and from there to there, and a white line will go from there to there, and no, it won't go from there because I've invested in that, so it'll go to there. So that's how you get your these lines, and these are your trade routes as well. See, the orange ones are your trade routes, and your white ones are the ones that you haven't invested in, but you need, that's the next node that you need to invest in. So once you like start realising or want to invest a worker in a node. So if you start off in this city, like I did, I started off in this city, so you need to invest. It doesn't matter if you start off up here or down there. I would say that you start off in here because that's the starting zone, and you work your way down. But if you're in here, you go to the node manager, invest in that node. So you invest in Velia, and then from there, all these other nodes will pop out, and you'll see your white line. Or if you're here, they'll go there. Or if you're there, it doesn't matter which one you invest in, but you need to invest in a main node first, like a city. Because you can't just go to list node here, invest in that, because it's not connected to anything. You need to invest in the previous node to get to it. So that's why you need to invest in these main ones, like these main gateways, or the cities, or like this one's a main one as well, and this one will open up there and there and there. So you need to invest in these ones first. And like I'm working way down here, I need to get to here. I can't just invest in that. I need to invest in these previous ones. I'm working towards this one. This one will unlock, and it'll go down to this little city here, and I'll unlock that one, then it'll get further down until it unlocks this one. So we'll go and visit this node manager here. That city needs 3 contribution points. I've only got 1. That needs 1. I'll go to this this node here, and I'll show you. So get back on your horse and go to the node. So once you've gotten a lodging, you've purchased your lodging with your contribution points, then you've hired a worker to work for you, then you need to go to a node. Don't just like invest in any node. Have a look at what you think is going to benefit from you in the game. And also make sure that you've got enough storage in your cities to house all the resources, because your resources will go back to that storage in that city. Like copper, like any ore really, you're probably going to need ore like later on in the game, so I just thought ore would be a good one. And another one you can get is workers take beer or other type of foods to increase the stamina so they work longer. So there's no harm and hardship of going finding out what materials you need to make these things that your workers need. So like, I don't think I've got any on this. Oh, there. Restores 2 work a stamina. So I can do that, it'll increase the stamina by 2, and that means I'll be able to use my worker for longer. And it says they can be cooked in your house, and this is what I was saying before, like you need your house for these cooking utensils and cooking facilities and stuff, because if you have your farmer or your worker going away working for these materials, and it goes to your storage in that city, then you can just go to your house, cook up a few of these beers, then you can restore the stamina. It's not just, I think there's 3 or 4 different types of stuff that increases the stamina of the thing, but that's just, you know, that's what I'm saying is think about what is going to benefit from you later on in the game. What is going to benefit from you. Don't send your workers to a potato farm if you're not going to use a potato farm or the potatoes for anything, because then you're just wasting your worker that could be used for something else, because potatoes are just going to get stacked up in your inventory. You're never going to use them, and there's just no point in having them there. And another thing I will say about your storages is don't store crap in them. Don't use your storages for storing crap. Keep the storages free for your workers' inventory, so when they do go back, your inventory and your storage is always not empty, but it's got nothing in there like crap like you could sell to a vendor, or the stuff that you just gathering just for gathering sake. Just get rid of it all and keep your storage for storing your workers' inventory. Now, when you get in a house, a lodging, and you get in a worker, and you go to a node, you visit the node manager. You go to this node manager here, speak to him.
You want to learn how to
node
handle
management.
a harpoon.
There, this pops up. You invest in this one here, the main node, and you see a white line there, and I need to invest in that, so I need to click on that, and this bit here, contribution, invest. Now, well, that's me invested in the mining for the copper ore. this energy points here, you can invest your energy in this node, and it's 10 energy, levels up, you know, but I don't do it, to be honest. This energy is another thing where you need the energy, and the energy, so this, if you're going to be offline for, like, or if you're just about to go on offline and you've got loads of energy up there built up because you've been doing some stuff, then all well means come and invest in the node, which is going to level this node up for you, which means it's going to be, production's going to be faster, and you'll get more. Instead of carrying like 2 items, you'll be able to carry 4, or whatever it is, you know, and that's what it is. But I don't do it, just for the simple fact as my energy, I need the energy to fuel the stuff, because the guild do stuff and stuff like that. So you invested in that, this pops up, you send your worker away to work for you, and you press start, and that's in there. It's going to take 24 minutes. Once your worker has finished and he's done, you don't need to do anything. It'll go straight in your inventory, in your storage. And if I get back my horse, oh, don't want to kick my horse. Get back my horse. Go to the storage in Avilia. Storage. Go back. Run back. So once your workers are done, they'll go to the storage, or all your items go to the storage, and whatever house you've invested in, like, this is what I was saying to you, what do you think, or what are you going to use? Like the one I had here, I've got a wagon workshop which makes wagons. I needed ash, bronze, foxhide and blackstone. Now if you look about, for instance here, not there, there's a node with copper ore, maple timber. See, the nodes have got all sorts of stuff, and if you find a node that's got ash tree, then instead of you going away spending all your energy cutting it, you can send your worker away to go and do it for you, and he'll just constantly go and mine ash for you. So when you've got enough materials there, you can make this wagon. And this is what I did. I made the wagon and I crafted it, you know. And that's what I was saying, you think about what you need, like, and if you can do anything. These houses have different, but if you have this a goldsmith and you want to build that there, it needs rubies and silver ore, you know. Use your workers to your ability. Obviously some nodes won't have everything that you need, so you'll have to physically go and mine rubies and silver ore, which is all good because it just gives another aspect of the game what you can do instead, you know, because what's the point of getting everybody to do anything for you when you can go and do it yourself? What I will say about these workers, which when you send your work away to mine ore, or to go and get your gather, or whatever it is, wood, or whatever you've in the node you've invested in, if it's potatoes, if it's wheat, if it's trees, ash, maple, or whatever, that does not go towards your gathering skill. That's the only downside from it. Your gathering skill is governed by you as a player, by you doing it physically. So if you're into your, like, banging to doing this, like gathering, I want me gathering to max, I want you to be the best gatherer, then don't send your workers out. Go and do it yourself, because like you can get your workers to process your once you've mined the ore and you've got a house, you can get your workers to process the ore in the house, and then your processing skill won't get leveled up because you're not physically doing it yourself. And all these things, if you're doing that and you want to do that, then don't get your workers to do any of this processing or anything yourself. But if you're busy doing other things, it's a good way of getting stuff that you want, materials that you want in the background. And the workers as well, workers are not just used for nodes or like going to work for your nodes. Like also, you need workers. If I go on this, manage crafting, start what you need a worker to work for you to craft your items. And I've got 3 workers here, and I need 5 of these items. I've got, if you look on this side there, 16 1, Got one of them. One of them. I've got no ash plywood. I've got 16 of them. I've got 3 of them, and I need 5. So to get black powder, like I see, let's find a house that's got processing in it. Refinery. So when you go away and you've got and you're mining yourself and you get normal rough stone, you put it in your bank and you can click on this and you'll, instead of you processing it yourself into black powder, he could make it himself, and you click on the, when it comes, because I haven't got this, so, and it comes up by yes, you manage what this one did, manage crafting. So instead of having like this bit here where it's got the for the wagon bits, it'll have rough stone, and it'll have what it makes, and you just send your work away and it'll craft it for you. And like I said, that does not go towards your skills, and it won't go up, make your processing go up. It'll just make it for you when it's in the bank. And like I say, if you're busy doing other things and you need that item, and but you also need to do something else, like you need to go and gather your contribution points, and you don't want to waste time doing that, then send your work away. By all means, just make them do it. Get the stuff there done and dusted, so it's done. So if I go into him here, warehouse, and this is your warehouse. This is the stuff I've got in my warehouse. This was sent you. Don't have your warehouse full of like garbage that you don't need, like 10 pepper. I don't even need them. I don't even know why they're in there. You know, it's just in distilled water that can be taken out and be held elsewhere. But you've got a big storage here, so if you've like, it goes down miles. You know, in each town or city, you can have up to 5 houses. And if you've got 5 houses that are like 3 of them, like your storage, and you can upgrade them, so that storage, that warehouse, is going to be massive. You know, so I wouldn't generally worry about the space. But you just need to work your contribution points, and you need your contribution points like to work for you, because at the end of the day, contribution points are just as important as experience, I'd say anyway. Right, what I'm going to move on to do now is trade and the trade routes. So let's go to this table guy and get me little horse and cart out. Where's he at? There. So, trade. Once you've gathered enough contribution points, you've been doing the quests, you've been doing to get your contribution point experience up, you've unlocked all these nodes here, wherever you are, wherever you're questing in this map, you've unlocked these nodes, and they're all connected up, and they're all connected to one another. Like, see this one there, I need to invest in these, to invest in that, to invest in that, so it opens up all the way down here. The same as this here, and I need to invest in that, so it goes to there, and goes all across there. And this is what I'm saying to you. You need to do these side missions all the time to get your contribution up, because the contribution XP I've found is quite hard to gather, or quite hard to, because I don't play this game every day, and some people have probably got these better than me. And if you do play every day, and you are a player where you've got enough time,
if you can take
then
a horse on the first
you can do these
you must be a natural horse whisperer.
all the time, and that's what you want to take out. So, like I say, once you've got all your contributions sorted out, you can work. I've been working towards this for months now, and you've hooked them all up. And there's a reason why you have your trade routes all orange between the major cities anyway, or not just the major cities, to the major traders, which is that symbol there. Because there's a main reason, and one of the biggest reasons is, if you buy something from here and you want to sell it down here or here, and you haven't got one of these nodes connected up in orange, then you will not get the contribution, get the bonus. There's a distance bonus, and the further you are away, the more money you make. And if you haven't got them nodes connected up, it could be something like a 75% loss on the money that you would make from that node. And to trade, or to be you can use your donkey if you want. And your donkey houses 6 slots. Or you can make this wagon here, or if you've got enough money, you can buy the wagon off the auction house on the market, which is like 350,000, 400,000, around about that. But I just made my own. I gathered my materials. I bought the house. I found out what materials I needed. I went and farmed the materials. Took us a few days, but I did it. And if I press F1, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 slots there for my trade. So I get on my horse and go and visit the trader. And I'll, get back on my horse. I found this a real easy way to make money. Like, if you've got some time on your hands, not even time on your hands, if you've like got to go to the shops, or if you've got to, if you've got to go AFK for whatever reason, you've got to go somewhere, you can set this trade route up, and you can set this guy going, and he'll go there, because it probably take 20 minutes, half an hour to go to each, like, between each one, and you can come back and it's sold, it's done. Oh, crap. So you need to go to this trade woman. You can go to any trade woman in any city, but each one sells different things and sells different goods. So if I go and see this one here, go on that. You can get this quest if you want, the reset daily, and I'll get 28 contribution points, which is, can't be bothered with that. It's only 20. Go on trade, and this is the stuff that she sells. And if you click on here, purchase. So if you look here, I can buy this item here for 644 silver, and I can sell it for 716. And there's 10 in stock. Click on this next one. So yeah, but just for instance, I could buy that one for 4,208 and sell it to other traders for 4,694, which is like a profit of 500 silver. And I can carry, there's 4 in stock, and I can carry 14, up to 14 in my little truck. Right, 657, sell it for 700. 900. That one's a better one, I think. Where's it gone? 18 in stock. Take. I can carry 14. I'll get 13 just in case. I'll show you in a minute why I took 13 and not 14. Enter. Okay. We'll come down here. You need to purchase all. Yes, you want it to be placed in your mount. So yes. Right. Go back to my mount. The reason why I chose 13 and not 14 is your mount has a weight limit. Mount information 2. Weight limit. And if you look here, I'm near enough at the top, and I didn't want to go over that because, you know, you can't carry that much, so I'm just carrying that just to be on the safe side, really. Now if I want now to sell that to get the best distance bonus experience I can get, I want to sell it to this trader all the way down here. Right click, get your little guy, and like, oh crap, and it shows you there. He's going to go all the way down that route, and he's going to go to there, and I'm going to send him on his way. So I'll press T, he's going to go, put that back on, and he's off. And now this is the point where you go and make a cup of tea, or you go and watch a film, or you do what I do and you just watch YouTube in the background, and when it's done, it's done. So I will be back when this guy gets all the way down here, and I'll show you what happens. I'll be right back. Now, as you see here on the map, when you come across these are bandits, and then when you're doing your trade, these guys will come and rob all your stuff. So we need to be ready. So when they do come, there you go, coming. Run past them. But they can come and steal your stuff. But I've run past them. So yeah, just when you are doing shit, just be wary of these bandits. Because they can come and steal your shit. Right, I'll be right back when I get there. So, as you can see, I'm back. And I have ran, or not ran, on my little horse and cart. From here, when we bought our stuff, all the way down here. All past them bandits. And we ended up here. To this trade here. So you get off your horse. Go on street. Speak to the trade merchant.
Were you attacked by scarecrows
Go
on
by
your
yourself.
way here?
See, what you have here is distance bonus of 105%, which is an extra 248 on each one. Which, this is what I've seen to you before. If you don't have these nodes connected up with your contribution points, you will not get this trade bonus. And the further you are away, if you are a player that's done level 50 and you haven't did these trades yet, you might be miles down here, like, you know, and you might have all of this map uncovered, and if you buy something here and sell it a gazillion miles way down there, you're going to get an absolute fortune for that item. All you do, speak to the trade, click on that, work out what you want to sell, bargain, always bargain. It's going to cost you some energy, 5 energy, but it's nothing. You can either be careful or you can be confident and be aggressive. Let's be aggressive. And what you have to do is you have to get these in the middle so they're balanced. And you have to do a... See, it's balanced there, and I'm going to set this off. Field. See if we do one more time. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, successful. Now look at it. It's went up. Before it was 200 odd, now it is 337. Sell all. Sell. My training's leveled up. Sell all. Yes. Oh, my horse is too far away. You need your horse right close to the thingy. Let's go back. Get my horse there. Speak to the trader again. Get off the horse! Get off. Speak to the trade merchant. Trade.
The wheat from this farm can feed an
I
entire
have to do the
nation.
bargain again because I've mucked it up. Again. No. There. Boom. Now sell all. Sell everything, yes. Sell. See, it's all gone. Now, what you do is you buy off this one and see which one you can get. See, that one there is pretty good. You can buy for 1,800. You've got 5 of them. You sell for 2,000 odd, which is good. So I think I'll buy them. Take 9. Okay. Purchase. Yes, put them in my horse. You got traveling to these. Yes, okay. See, I've got 9 in them, I can buy someone else. No, no, can't. Because I bought everything out first. So now you get back on your horse and go on and sell it to this one down here. And I'm going to turn my horse round. One. And that's it. And that's nodes, that is workers, and that is trade in trade routes. So just summarise, guys. you need contribution points and you need your contribution XP. And I'll keep stressing this enough. Do not rush this game. Do not rush to max level, because there's no reason to be at max level, apart from if you want to be in a good guild that does sieges and guild sieges and all that sort of stuff. But if you want to play the game for what it is, and you're not really there as for the siege, you can join the guild. I'm in a really, really good guild, but they haven't done guild sieges yet. And this is going to be something what I'll do in a video when I get to level 55 and I'm in a guild that does guild sieges and stuff like that. But for the time being, there's no reason to go to level 55. You do it at your own pace. Gather your contribution experience, gather your contribution points, unlock houses which you want to unlock, get your workers working for you, gathering resources which you want and which you can use. Get yourself a wagon, start farming the materials for a wagon, open up these trade routes, get all your contribution points and open up all these nodes, so when you do get your trade, what I'm doing, and you're doing it slowly, you can buy something here, and if you were questing around here or around here, get all the contribution experience up, do every single quest that's available, all the yellow ones, all the blue quests, get them all done, get your experience up, then invest in houses. You know, invest in your houses, get workbenches, get whatever you want to do, lodging. Get these workers working for you. Get these workers doing the jobs that you want to do, but you can go on quest while these workers do everything for you. The main one is contribution experience in the contribution experience point. Get the points, and don't use them or don't waste them on things that you don't need to be wasting them on. Use them to unlock nodes, unlock your houses, get your lodging, get your workers working for you. Once you get all that, I've made quite a lot of money, and like I did trade what I'm doing now for about an hour the other day, and I made 1 million silver just by buying and selling goods all over the place. And it's a really good way of making money. Yes, it's a bit boring because you have to physically wait for them to go to one place to another, but just minimise the game, go on YouTube and watch a YouTube video, and when you come back it's done and dusted. So that's it, guys. That is trades, and that is nodes and workers in a nutshell. If you like me video, like, comment and subscribe below. Thank you. See ya.